we're on the 4th level of the game, and we can finally see the house.
Well, Rick can see it, we can't.
Yes, way off in the distance.
Sauntering up the garden path. And oh my god, it's a kraken!
Who is of little consequence to us at the moment.
Yeah. It really more chasing after you like a puppy, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of cute, actually. It's pretty easy to get caught in his vortex, so to speak. If you get too far to the left of the screen, it's actually harder to pull away. As you can see there, it takes a lot to get away from him there.
No, please, no.
He leaves behind a puddle and his ore. It's too bad I could have used that ore.
Yeah. That's the one thing that annoys me about this. Well, the first one and the second one, not so much the third one. But weapons are of very limited use.
Yeah.
You only really get them for one section.
Weapons have their own drawback in the third game.
These guys, we affectionately refer to them back when I was a kid as chicken heads.
Yeah, you can sort of see that. They're certainly hideous.
I'm missing most of their arms, so...
Yeah.
That's kind of... I think that's probably where we got it from, sort of, look like chicken wings.
Oh yeah. They're no threat at all up in this upper world. Bigger threat is the spirits that will possess you, and they'll flip your controls.
Yeah. You can get dozens of them on you. It gets
yeah,
pretty
I like
ridiculous.
to collect them towards the end of the level. You have to shake your controller wildly to get them off you. Rather than progress to the next screen, let's see what would have happened if we fell through the hole.
Ooh, Rick have fallen.
Yes, we have another alternate path, just like in the first game. And they take 2 hits down here, which makes a huge difference.
Especially when they start coming at you from all angles.
Yeah, you can use their severed head as a weapon occasionally.
Remember the first time I saw that happen? The top half coming towards you, I was like, hey, gonna throw the... Oh, what the fuck?!
Yeah, it usually hits me. It's actually pretty hard to get, because they move really fast once they're split in half.
And it doesn't happen with everyone as well.
Yeah.
So the first time you see it, you're kind of torn between, oh hey, that's actually quite cool, and oh god, he's biting my ankles.
Yep. Ton of slowdown in this particular section. Also a ton of enemies, so I died.
Yeah. This is basically a punishment stage.
Yeah, exactly. This is much harder than the top path.
Not good at simple, crappy platforming, are you? Well, off to the basement with you, mulatto.
It's pretty easy to accidentally fall down here. The top path with the constant control switching can get you.
Yeah, the hitboxes, so to speak, for the platforms can be kind of finicky as well. You're never,
oh yeah,
you're never quite sure if you're actually right in the edge.
Yeah, it's more generous in this game than it was in the first, but Rick's jump seems to be shorter in this game, so it evens out. It's best to take this area slow.
Yeah.
And this prick is just wiggling the controls. Screw you. You don't get to keep your arm.
What if that's what happened to all the other chicken heads?
Yeah, he was like the only one with an arm, so I guess that's why they put him in charge of the lever.
I have the arm, I control the lever!
And this guy.
Yep.
A puddle of pudding.
He's pretty much your evil twin in this one, in that he can do more or less everything you can, including the...
he loves to slide.
Yeah. Slide's actually one of the most powerful moves in the game. Like, aside from having a weapon.
Yep, it's a lot more useful in this game than it was in the first.
Yeah. But remember right, in the third one it becomes pretty much godly. That and the spin attack.
Well, he's dead. But his veins have come to life.
You gotta be shitting me.
Yeah. Which is another horrible beginner's trap. This is guaranteed to kill you the first time you fight this boss.
Yep. Blatantly obvious Thing reference in case anyone's not paid attention to that film. And if you haven't, go watch it. It's one of the best movies ever made. Just the original one, the sequel we don't like.
Yeah, there's no such thing as a remake. Finally, the spider fizzles away. And we can move on. Even though the door was open all along, Rick just wanted to kill that thing.
No, it was in the way.
A lot of very obvious references in this area.
Finally, we're in the foyer.
And the babies are screaming at a different pitch now.
Yeah, I remember them sounding like chipmunks. Ah, there we go.
And a shotgun.
Any of this seem familiar to anyone? Anyone?
Yes. Carefully pry it away from the vomiting deer head.
See, this is what I meant by the game being a sort of Evil Dead 2. There are
Yeah, it definitely knows it.
Yeah, there are quite a few bits which, well, pay homage to the original game and Evil Dead 1 and 2.
Yep.
So from this point on, it's basically the same but different. It's more remakey. If you had your shotgun, if you had any shotgun shells still left there, you would have just dropped the gun anyway.
Yeah, he casts it aside.
But God knows he doesn't need a shotgun.
Wouldn't be terribly useful against these hand guys, though.
I don't know. The ones that claw off your face or drop out from the ceiling.
Yeah, the ones that jump high are annoying. Those are the only ones that ever hit me.
Depending on how you look at it, this is either yet another Evil Dead reference or a reference to a little-known series of horror movies called House. No relation to the Japanese movie of the same name. The first one featured a guy being attacked by a disembodied hand, which he flushed out in the toilet. I really need to see them again. I haven't seen them since we were dead.
Oh, that one's bubbling. But it wasn't the living one.
Naked memes.
Yeah, they take 3 hits.
Yep. Which is weird, because you think the purple ones, which have kind of a carapace on them, would be the ones that are tougher.
Yep.
And these gushy ones.
Turns out the skin was holding it back all along.
Yeah, is there a punishment stage on this one?
There is. It's almost identical to the one we had in the last stage. Slightly different pattern, but visually the same gameplay.
It's showing off the power of the slide. 2 hits on a it basically does 1.5 times damage, as you can see.
Yeah, it's very useful against those 3-hit enemies. The sewer level is just like any other sewer level, kind of a nightmare.
I don't know, I like the one in Xenoclash, because it was only like 3 seconds long.
Ah, that would do it. This one's only 1 room long.
Really nice lighting too.
This is one of the more trial and error sections of the game.
Yeah.
You basically have to go through it over and over again until you figure out absolutely everything that's gonna come at you.
Yeah, it's kind of like these guys are basically the red skeletons from Castlevania, but more annoying because they pop back up almost immediately in some areas.
Yeah. The green ones stay down, but these brown ones,
Yep.
they pop up as soon as you hit them. I made it through, but I did it with only 1 health, so I killed myself.
Yep.
Now I'm gonna do it right.
Back to the sentient pit monsters.
Yeah, there was weird, like, maggots in the stuff when I jumped in there.
Also kind of annoying that you can't reach into the poop water and get the pipes.
Yeah, if only.
I think that would be useful, but no. It's too much of a magnet pipes.
Yeah, well, even the bone weapon that you can use on the green ones was only temporary. These guys just refuse to die.
Thankfully for the ones chasing you along the floor, the hitbox for them pretty generous.
Yeah.
You'd think you would be taking constant damage from them, but no, it's only till you get to the middle of them, really.
Yep. We got a mad scientist throwing potions at us.
And one of my favourite weapons in the game.
Yes, it's awesome.
Love the exploding vials.
Yep, that's how we kill the slimes.
Don't know if it was ever stated anywhere, but we used to assume that those were vials of phosphorus.
Yeah, I've actually heard that elsewhere. It probably is.
Yeah, again, it's
Case.
like with the memes, it seems to be one of those things that everyone just caught on with.
Yep, fanning.
Yeah. Except not head-smitingly stupid for once.
That was actually the end of the stage
Yeah.
where I was able to actually fight him, but I died.
Don't know if it's never actually stated if that's Dr. West, but most people just assume it is.
From what I've heard, he's called Dr. Mueller.
Mm.
But again, there's no real canon to any of that.
Yeah. Plus, technically speaking, it would be the first time that he shows up in the game, so...
Yep.
I suppose it's just slightly more satisfying if it is him.
Would be nice to finally get revenge on that guy.
Mm.
I wasted my exploding potion on another exploding potion.
Yeah, I wish I knew more about chemistry so I could actually make some kind of joke there.
There you go, take that.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
A little bit. He's a scientist, what do you expect?
Dear Diary, today I rose the forces of hell from a portal made from virgin's blood. It was the best day
Yes.
ever.
And this sort of implies that a lot of what we've been fighting have been demons from hell itself.
Yeah, this is where things get kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the previous game and a half were kind of more slasher horror movie than anything.
And we can't go in there yet.
Gotta fight more meat enemies.
Yep.
This bit
More hands.
is a total pain in the ass.
It's very similar to the very first boss fight in the first game, actually. It just highlights how much the controls have changed.
Yeah, and it's actually halfway doable.
Yeah.
No,
This is once again pattern memorization.
yeah, no less annoying for it though. Especially
Oh,
those wiggly guys.
Yeah. Not so good at this game. We only have to sit through the cutscene once, thankfully.
So it does give you an opportunity to admire the bone altars in the background.
Yeah. It's almost prescient of the Aztec thing that they do in the remake.
Yeah.
Perhaps it's why they did the Aztec thing in the remake.
Entirely possible. I don't remember there being any explicit references to the mask's origin in the first couple of games.
Yeah, as far as I know, they just made it up in the remake.
Yeah. It was just basically, this is a mask, it gives you power, and makes you kill things really, really good.
Yep. There's that snake. Once again, disappointing one-hit kill. And we've unleashed Legion. Oh well, not my problem.
Somewhere there's a vampire with long silver hair just shaking his head sadly.